The Rookie continues Season 8 with an episode that steps away from explosions and focuses on something far more fragile: balance. Season 8, Episode 2 is about what happens after the reunion, when love has to survive inside rules, ranks, and responsibility. At the center of it all, Chenford. The episode opens with major changes across the LAPD. Gray accepts a position with the task force, Tim Bradford steps up as the new watch commander, Lucy Chen becomes a roving supervisor. On paper, everything looks perfect, but behind the scenes, nothing is simple. Lucy stops by Tim's new office not as an officer, but as LIGF Lucy, live-in girlfriend Lucy. She congratulates him, she reassures him, she tells him he's earned this. Then she clocks out. Girlfriend Lucy disappears. Sergeant Chen takes over. Tim finds the switch strange. Lucy sees it as necessary. She explains that their jobs are too important to let their relationship interfere. Professionalism comes first. No blurred lines, no confusion. At least that's the plan. Lucy commits fully to compartmentalization. She insists on clear boundaries. She prioritizes appearances. She even cancels their first romantic dinner living together because of work. And when she does, she says something revealing. "In my mind, I'm kissing you right now." But as the episode goes on, Lucy starts to struggle with her own rules. When Tim checks in on her later, she isn't sure if she's speaking as Sergeant Chen or live-in girlfriend Lucy anymore. The boundary meant to protect them starts to blur. Tim, meanwhile, quietly becomes the emotional anchor of the episode. Knowing Lucy hasn't eaten, he shows up with food. He listens while she vents. No advice, no fixing, just presence. With the president in town and the LAPD coordinating with the Secret Service, stress is everywhere, but Tim never oversteps. Even in private moments, he stays professional, calling her Sergeant Chen when work demands it. It's subtle, but it shows growth. Tim understands that supporting Lucy doesn't mean controlling the situation. It means trusting her. By the end of the episode, Tim and Lucy finally head home for their first official night living together. Instead of romance, they're greeted by boxes. Unpacked boxes, unfinished reality. No big moment, no dramatic speech. They decide to leave the unpacking for another time, go out for dinner instead, and share a quiet kiss before leaving. The ending isn't flashy, and that's the point. This relationship isn't about fantasy anymore. It's about building something real inside real pressure. Elsewhere in the episode, Angela begins questioning her future. After a case that leaves her and Nyla filthy, she wonders why she's still risking her life when she's already rich. She imagines a different life, traveling, relaxing, even starting a business with Nyla. Their chemistry remains effortless and fun. Wesley, however, pulls Angela back to reality. He questions the risks, but ultimately supports the idea of her being safer. Angela realizes she's not ready to quit the LAPD just yet, but together they find a compromise. A shared fantasy at the Four Seasons. Wesley becomes Max, an international man of mystery. Angela becomes Christina, a corporate shark in town for a conference. It's light, romantic, and shows how they keep their spark alive. Season 8, Episode 2 of The Rookie is about transition, love turning into partnership, authority creating distance, and the challenge of balancing who you are at work with who you are at home. The ending isn't flashy, and that's the point. This relationship isn't about fantasy anymore. It's about building something real inside real pressure. What did you think of Episode 2? Do you think Lucy's boundaries will last? And is Chenford truly ready for this next chapter? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.